Hello everybody, welcome back to the garage. This is a collaboration video with Chuck at Panzer Platform. I was lucky enough to win his giveaway of a OBD2 diagnostic scanner. This is a Kenway KW681 OBD2 scanner, and we're going to give it a try. Alright, we're in Victorino, the cop car, and I have the scanner here plugged in, and let's go over some of the functionalities that it has. So let's go in here, let's go and diagnose. I disabled the beeping in the settings, by the way. That was getting kind of annoying. Alright, so Chuck went over a lot of these things over on his video or in his channel. One of the things that I really liked is that it's very simple to use. You go here, you have current, pending, and so on and so forth. You go in here and it will tell you if there's any. Same with pending, and so on and so forth. The one thing I did really liked about this scanner is that it's very simple to use. The layout on it, it's very friendly, user friendly. So now what I want to do is this data stream. Let's go with view all items. And right here it tells you coolant temperature, your long-term fuel trim, your short, engine RPM, vehicle speed, intake temperature, very important, intake temperature. So let's turn on the car and see how that changed real quick. All right, here we go. And so the car's now on, and the intake temperature is at 75. Let's go up a little bit. The engine RPM. The car is completely cold, so the RPM just came down a little bit. Let's keep going up. Engine coolant temperature. Now this is very, very interesting. Very user friendly. It gives you the information right away. Now the only thing that I will say, and I don't know, I'll have to look in the manual, but I would like to have a different graph so that you could fit more of this info in the screen. So, but I mean it's okay how it is right now. It tells you the time since engine start. That's pretty neat. Fuel rate, pressure relative to manifold vacuum. That's pretty cool. Let's keep going in here. The biometric pressure. Cat temperatures. Well, that's pretty cool. Now this graph, I have not tried this graph yet. Let's try that real quick. Let's do just, I don't think we could do all of them. But let's just do the important ones. So there's a couple of things in here. Let's do engine coolant temperature. Let's look for intake temperature. Oh, there's ambient air temperatures, do that one too. And And you can see all the options that it has. Let's do RPM also. There you go. So this is very useful when you're trying to diagnose an issue, and Chuck goes into detail as far as the diagnosis part of it. But I just wanted to show that, you know, the functionalities of this particular scanner are pretty cool. I'm impressed. Just for this little thing to have all this, you know, all this resource to get things from the car. Let's try this O2 sensor. This is pretty cool. Well, there you go. Just a sneak peek on the diagnose portion. Now let's try the battery real quick. Alright, the scanner is hooked up to the battery. Let's try this battery test functionality. So I have car battery here, in vehicle, and battery test. It says check surface charge, turn lights on, take headlights on about 10 seconds, turn off. Okay, let's do that. So regular flooded, CCA, this is 850, cold cranking. It's testing, we're going through the measurements. And it says good recharge. Okay, well, I haven't used the car for a while, so I guess I will have to drive the car more often. Alright, now I want to try this cranking option. Let's try that real quick. And vehicle cranking test. Alright, turn off the engine before pressing OK to enter the test. Alright, the engine's off. Start the engine. Let's go ahead and start the engine real quick. Here we go. Alright, let's go back over there. Alright, now let's try this charging test. I increase to 2500 for 10 seconds. Do that. It's finished. It just said charging normal. So that's good. Means that thing is working. Alright. Alright, and we're in Jester now. I have the scanner here hooked up. And let's go ahead and see the functionalities here. So diagnose, it's going to read over, see what it finds. And then let's try this. Read codes, let's see if there's any current. There's none. Let's go pending. None. Permanent DTCs. There's none. Now, I think this record is to make a record of pending and current DTC so you can later have them print, because this scanner has a print option or functionality. A data stream. Let's go with all items. Alright. Let's go ahead and turn on the truck real quick. Alright. Now let's try this data stream real quick. Let's try the graphic. So in here you have a lot of options in here that you could go through. That when you're doing a diagnosis on the car, you want to have as many info that as much info as you can the ECU is reading. Let's try this real quick. This absolute throttle position. So now it's reading, and it's saying 17.6. Let's go ahead and hit the, I'm going to press the gas pedal. I can hear it moving. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but let's go all the way down. 75, all the way back. 17.6. Now this is very cool. I do like this. The ability of having this graph to go and see specific things within the engine, especially this the short term fuel trim and long term fuel trim for bank 1 and bank 2. Those are very useful whenever you're trying to diagnose, like especially a misfire or something wrong with the intake or a vacuum leak or things like that. Sometimes harness or electrical problems too. You could see you can see what it's doing in there. Anyway, thank you, Chuck, for the giveaway. I really appreciate it. This is an awesome add to my garage. And while I'm at it, I'm going to give an update to the Crown Vic. As you all know, I'm waiting for some Mickey Thompson drag radio so we could go back to the drag strip. Currently, drag radios, at least for Mickey Thompsons, are on back order. So it's hard to tell or hard to say when they'll be arriving. Now, I did purchase the wheels, and they have arrived. They're OEM steel wheels for the Crown Vic, and they're in good shape. So they're just waiting for the tires to arrive so we can put it on the car, go to the drag strip, see how much the car will do in a quarter mile with just drag radials. So after we run with the drag radials, the plan is to go to the drag strip, do a run with the drag radials, and then see how the car does. And then after doing runs with drag radials, it will be time to install the hard stall converter, and then we'll do a run with drag radials and a higher stall converter. So that's the plan, and that's the update right now. We are just waiting for the tires. As soon as those tires come in, it's go time. Anyway, this is a wrap up for this video. Until then, I'll see you next time.